Welcome to Big Boss Builder. I hope you enjoy this content. It's my passion to bring to you years worth of knowledge in the entrepreneurial game. If you're loving this content, please like, share, and subscribe, and please watch this video all the way through to the end. Hope you enjoyed this video. Today, we're talking about goal setting. No matter where you are in the business cycle, goal setting is imperative. The reality is, if you don't know which port you're sailing to, no wind is going to be favorable. I'm going to go through my key steps to ensuring your goals are set and are measurable and are on track to where you really want to be. So at the end of every single year, I go away for a retreat for 2 days. In those 2 days, I have no technology, no phone, a paper and a pen. This is a place where I can actually think about what I really and truly want. My main goal for that trip is to determine where do I want to be at the end of the next year. When I determine exactly where I want to be in the year, I catalog a book. In that book, I do a point on where I want to be in every single year and how I believe I intend to get there with some simple dot points. Then, after I've transcribed that yearly goal, I then break it down to 12 monthly individual goals. And with those 12 monthly individual goals, I make sure there is a reward attached. Now, the thing about rewards is you don't just buy things because you can afford them or because you want them. You buy them when you achieve a milestone. That way, every single time you achieve that milestone, you're reminded as to why you work so hard. That's why it's extremely important these goals mean something to you, because I assure you, material objects eventually lose their luster. But a material object that relates to something that you're passionate about and you worked hard for will remind you in those 9 bad days out of 10 why you keep putting yourself through this. Because we all know this is not going to be an easy road you intend to take. On those monthly goals, having determined exactly where my direction is and exactly what I need to do to get there, the day before I start my workday, I make sure I list an ideal week, which is what do I have to achieve in this week and how do I break it down into daily milestones. The reality is I don't get paid to do things that other people can do for me. I have to actually list what are my main objectives to benefit the firm. Am I a salesperson today? Am I a deal maker? Am I a strategist? What am I actually getting paid to do in my organization? How do I best support it to maintain its trajectory? In goal setting, you have to know your worth. What are your activities worth? So when you're documenting your goals, are we determining what value you bring to your business? Is one of your goals to keep the office clean? Because if your goal is to keep the office clean, yet your worth to the company is substantially more than that, then stop being tight, getting into your pocket, and get the place clean for yourself. Because for every hour you're spending cleaning, it's 1 hour you're not building. The reality is, all goals should go and apex at the final yearly goal. If you haven't met your monthly goal, then you know you're off track for your yearly goal. So if February is here and you haven't hit 2, I can assure you December is not going to be nice to you. When you've hit those goals, celebrate them. The first company I ever did, I got through amazing amounts of progress. I never celebrated a milestone. I burnt out because it's hard. Every day as a director, as a CEO, you're only dealing with bad news as the staff get their wins. The only phone calls you get are problems that need fixing or disasters that have occurred. If you do not celebrate your wins, you're going to fast forward 10 years later and all you're going to be is wealthy and tired. Document your goals. Allocate a reward that means something you can see every single day. I once rewarded myself with a nice watch for a house that I purchased. It was a dream house that I purchased. That goal fell away. I ended up having to sell the house based on situations that occurred many, many years ago. When I sold that house, I sold that watch at a loss. I made sure it hurt. I bought the watch for $8,000, I sold it for $2,000. It was very hard to sell, believe it or not, because people thought it was fake. But the reality is, I just wanted to feel the burn. Every day I drove without that watch reminded me of a goal I once had and didn't have anymore, and that made me hungry again. So rule 1, get away, get your mind clear, get your yearly goal together. Rule number 2, when you have your yearly goals, break it down into monthly milestones so you know you're on track. And then allocate rewards for every monthly milestone. A, to keep you on message, keep you on focus, and keep you in the right direction. And 2, in those hard days, and there will be many, to make sure you remember your why and why you do this every day. Good luck with your goal setting, guys. Congratulations to the next stage. We're about to get started. I'll see you next week for more.